Your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Marie Castillo.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
It's Tuesday, Albuquerque.
Not just any Tuesday. It's a Taco Tuesday here at Rio Bravo, Freddie Fame.
We're at Rio Bravo Brewery. We're going to have a lot of fun here up until 6:15 tonight when we hand this broadcast off to the Albuquerque Isotopes.
Back in town.
It's been a whirlwind of returning to the Duke City for myself. Ton going on in the world of sports, and I'm trying to catch up on as I've been so disconnected over the last 2 weeks. And I tell you what, boys, nothing is more enthralling to me than watching Isaiah claim that he will never, ever breathe again, and he's drowned in the world of Prize Picks to his recent success. And we'll start the show off with our daily Prize Picks plays.
Okay.
Now, Isaiah, as of yesterday, you were complete garbage at Prize Picks. You thought you would never return, and you were, I believe your quote was, "Well, Fred, at least your dad's not here to see how badly I prize pick." Now, I remember
that was rude of you.
That was rude of you to say.
Direct quote.
Whoa.
Verbatim.
Yeah, it was wild that you said that to me.
I was recording.
Yeah, but
Wow. Oh,
but-
you were recording.
Today, and I'm going to read a quote from, and keep in mind, if you want to play Prize Picks with us, promo code KNML, and then that will put you like matched up to $100
Yep.
in your prize pick. A quote from Isaiah Johnson, private text now made public, quote, "Prize Picks paid my credit card bill. I feel like an adult."
Okay. Can we unpackage what an adult is? An adult already has their bills paid by the 5th, Isaiah. We don't wait till the 10th with our gambling winnings to pay our bills, Isaiah.
Well, the credit card bill's not due to the 25th, but I got a little ahead of the curve while the auto pay still.
It doesn't.
So how about that?
It doesn't impress us that you're paying off a credit card bill with Prize Picks that you accrued by buying Prize Picks
with your credit card.
No. The Prize Picks was a straight debit. Apple Pay transfer.
Are you actually just farming airline miles, and we're learning about this right now? Is this your plan?
Isaiah's
doing that with my hotel discounts.
Isaiah's selling EBT 2-for-1 and then filling his Prize Picks account.
No, $20 turned into actually it was 10 turned into 125.
That Taco Tuesday was a no-go today as N'Golo Kante, the French midfielder, was less than his taco to 42.5 passes attempted.
Did he get hurt?
Someone was up at the Euro Cup. Because it was Spain and France to get to where it is. And by the way, I don't follow the Euro Cup. Like, if you are like a passionate Euro Cup fanatic, wrong show. That's it.
Yeah.
You were in the wrong show. But he was not the business today. But I, boys, am currently sitting with my Prize Picks looking very good today, as Rodri, the soccer player, had less than 89.5 passes attempted.
Well done.
And Aymeric Laporte, less than 90.5 passes attempted. So, as long as Ben Lively and Kenta Medea come through, and Zach Wheeler and Bobby Miller, your boy's looking at a pretty healthy day in the world of Prize Picks. So let's see what happens in the first inning of some baseball games tonight.
Okay. The taco today hurt.
It sucked.
Because, I've been on a hot streak every Tuesday. I haven't lost on a Tuesday since we started this month.
On a Tuesday.
But luckily, today, not only is a Taco Tuesday, it's a 2-Taco Tuesday.
Oh, there's 2 tacos?
As there's a new taco.
Oh, because the other one missed.
You got more chances to win here. Chris Sale, strikeout extraordinaire. 5.5 pitcher strikeouts more. Smash that more button.
All right, I got to go get that right now. So
I had Chris Sale more on his regular number.
All right, so
But now we get a taco.
all right, we're looking at
Yeah,
our
I'm
prize picks here.
Cooking
All right.
that up now.
I'm doing that too. So
Is
Chris
there,
Sale,
is there a third taco?
more than there will be if this one misses.
So you got 55 minutes to get your Chris Sale.
All right, so Chris
prize
Sale
picks in.
versus Arizona. By the way, the finish of the Arizona Atlanta game last night, very good. Wild finish. All right, so we're taking Chris Sale more than 5.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double down, which is the thing I always encourage everyone to do. And I'm going to go over to first inning runs allowed, and I'm just going to smash the less on the rest of the lineups. And then I'm gonna put my little play in right here.
Smart, because I have 20 Nerfies today.
And,
I didn't even know there was that many.
So there was only 5 as of right now.
Yeah, there was 11 this morning, and I got 20 combinations of Nerfies, and I sprinkled in a couple of Yerfies.
All right. So Isaiah, you have to give us updates throughout the show. So the current ones that are in the play are: we need an update on the Cleveland-Detroit game. We need an update on the Dodgers-Phillies game. We'll need an update on the Yankees and the Rays. We'll need an update on the Reds and the Rockies. By the way, good finish to that one yesterday too. And Oakland and Boston. Now, all of these are 4:40 or 5:10 start.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be through this pretty quick. So at our 5:15 or maybe 5:30, depending on the length of innings, we will have updates on if we are winners, and then we will hold our breath through the Chris Sale game. This will be fun.
Also, I hit both my tennis and soccer yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, my protected picks. So that's why your boy put $100 on Nerfies today.
I thought you meant on one.
I'm way in the black. I am way in the black today.
I did not hit on my tennis, but it was a protected play, so that's going to come back to me as Janik Sinner could miss me.
Yeah.
I hate that dude. I hate him. I've never heard of him. I hate him, and that's what the world of Prize Picks does to you.
Now, boys, if you need something to parlay,
I do
with your Chris Sale, put Bailey Ober in your lineup. Bailey Ober, more strikeouts.
I already got
Dude
him.
is a stone cold killer. He's gone 8 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts, 10 strikeouts, 8 strikeouts, and he only needs more than 6 today. And he's pitching against the White Sox, the worst team in baseball.
They're not good. I also like Brianna Stewart. More points, rebounds, assists, 31. Brianna Stewart's been dialed in recently, as I'm now a expert in women's basketball, national women's basketball, the NWBA.
Today, we're all women.
What's it called, Isaiah? The NWAB? Is that what it's called?
WNBA.
The National Women's Association of Basketball.
That's what it is.
NWAB. Is that what it's called? There's another NWA.
Yes.
Yeah.
The wrestling organization.
The wrestling organization.
Yeah, obviously you're talking about the wrestling
National
organization.
Wrestling Alliance.
The N is for national.
National Wrestling is W. A is Alliance, and then NWAB is the National Women's Basketball Association.
Of course, everybody knows that. Makes
Isaiah,
total sense.
Isaiah, do you think NWA is something different, or do we have it right?
I've seen NWA before. I think you guys got it pretty correct.
Yeah, that's pretty correct.
Yeah.
That's very accurate.
They wrestle.
So Prize Picks KNML, you make a deposit, you put in our promo code, and they will match you up to $100 on your initial deposit, and you will be able to play with us. Also, this fun little Prize Picks lingo that we use, like line up, more or less, all those combinations. Taco Tuesday, protected picks, all that stuff will then make sense to you.
Yeah, you'll learn real fast.
And you'll be part of you'll be in the mix.
You know, what Prize Picks did for me is, especially during my losing streak, these baseball guys were just hurting me. Yes, but I got into a habit of tagging them on Instagram stories. Now, I wasn't like vulgar or anything. I would just put like a heartbreak.
They
like
probably,
a heartbreak. And then they started popping up in my story views. So I was like, let me stop tagging them before one of them clowns me.
You tricked
as they should.
This guy thinks I care about his money.
You know, addicted has a negative connotation, but boy, do I love setting these lineups every day.
Yeah.
Because like I'm still in the black on my first deposit, and what KNML promo code matched me.
Yeah.
I took my $100 back. I was like, hey,
correct.
I'm going to win all this money because obviously I'm a sports genius. We have a sports and sports adjacent radio show.
I know more about sports than anyone that doesn't.
The two sports dudes on the planet, let's be honest.
That's my nickname.
I used all of my expertise, and I took my hand and I stuck it right in Prize Picks' pocket, and then I took out a big old wad of cash
Yeah.
and I put it right into my
So
pocket.
that'll teach you.
That's what I did.
The one that let me know I was an expert in the world was whenever Prize Picks called us and was like, hey, do you want to be a partner of Prize Picks? We were like, yeah, we absolutely do. Therefore, give us promo code KNML. And that was the validity that I needed in the world of Prize Picks.
Naturally. I also really like Dean Creamer today.
The golfer?
Or
I thought it was Laura.
Pitching score. No, Orioles pitcher, Dean Creamer.
Oh, not
going
Laura
against
Kramer.
the slumping Cubs.
Dean Creamer.
Dean Creamer.
I feel like
Dean
that should be-
Creamer.
feel
Who
like
got
that-
the keys to my Beamer?
There it is. I
There you
knew
go.
there was a jingle in there somewhere. There's no way. The texter was very kind to me yesterday. Thank you for the kind words. The personal social media was also very kind. I don't have that, but like the shows. So thank you to everyone who took time to reach out to me. That was a big deal.
That's wild. You had to lose your father for people to finally start being
Isn't that
nice to you.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For once in your life.
Yeah. That's whenever I said dad gone it. And then I was like, oh, now I get it.
Ah,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this one hits home. So I use jokes, Isaiah. That's how I mask.
Yeah,
Just
I know.
shove it down.
Not sure if
Oh,
it's
I knew that was coming.
Shove it on down.
coming. It's been here the whole time. And it's been a wild ride. Obviously, the lead sports story of the day. And this one goes, it doesn't need much introduction, but I'll give a little bit of introduction to it. Was after the intergender tag match last night on Monday Night Raw.
Ooh, what's that?
Liv Tyler, who has been aggressively courting Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, loved her in Armageddon.
Yep. She
Liv who? Liv Tyler. I thought her name was.
take your time.
I'm behind.
It's Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Yeah, Liv Tyler's the girl from Armageddon.
Gotcha.
Okay. So she has been aggressively courting Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh.
And then after the conclusion of their match and hijinks, Rhea Ripley returned Van to take
I'm a fan of hers.
to take her man back. And it was exhilarating is the verbiage I'm going to use.
So I'm also, thanks to the algorithm
Yeah.
and you looking up stuff on our shared account.
Yep.
I'm very familiar with Liv's work as
yeah,
well.
Liv Morgan, very good.
Morgan, not Tyler, apparently.
Not Tyler.
And she is a strong silver medalist to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not first, you're last, and if last is Liv Morgan,
Usually I don't like girls with like stronger shoulders than me, but in Rhea Ripley's case, I'll make an exception
She's
yeah,
a modern day China.
for sure.
yeah, she came back to Monday Night Raw, stopped them in the act, and then stood over Dominic Mysterio in front of 10,000 screaming fans
What
and
act?
said, "Mommy's here."
What act? The act of wrestling?
They had just won wrestling and they were
Oh.
celebrating.
Oh,
Yeah,
like some horizontal stuff?
they were wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had won their wrestling match
Hmm.
and then celebrated by.
That's always uncomfortable for a kid when they walk in on mommy and daddy. Be scarred forever.
So Rhea Ripley is mommy, so it doesn't. Mommy can't walk in on mommy.
I mean, it's 2024, Fred. Open your mind a little bit.
Oh, so you're talking
Yeah.
about pronouns? Like if her name was Ed, and it should be Edamame.
Whatever you want to choose.
Big nine in the world of pro wrestling. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, cool. Was that last night?
What's last night?
I wrapped up The Bear last night. I won't go into it like
Okay.
you did, but everybody out there, if you're not watching The Bear, watch The Bear. Just
I
a
thought you
white
were-
knuckle thrill ride
I've
of
never heard
Looking
of
like
that.
a
Emotion.
teddy bear that you wrapped up.
Yeah, what is that?
um
Is this like a Teddy Roosevelt thing?
it's like a bear.
Teddy Long thing.
Yeah, Teddy Long, like from WWE.
Teddy Long?
Do you
That
keep
is
acting
Teddy
like
Roosevelt.
you keep acting like that? You're gonna go 1-on-1
Who's this Juan guy?
with the Undertaker.
Playa.
Leia
I don't know what any of this means.
doesn't mean it's not right.
So the season finale was pretty good.
Of what?
Of The Bear.
So I've never heard of this. Is it new?
It's like a anxiety-riddled kitchen drama with some significantly flawed but have very redeeming traits.
What is a
human
kitchen
beings in
drama?
Chicago.
Like The Irishman?
Hell's Kitchen.
Hell's Kitchen. No,
Ramsey.
no, that's Gangs of New York. You're thinking of Gangs of New
Ah,
York.
yeah,
Yeah, that's the Hell's Kitchen drama.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I drink your kitchen.
That's a different Daniel Day-Lewis movie.
It's very similar to
Yeah. It's not that far off.
Oh, I hate dead rabbits.
He had a mustache in both. So
It was the exact same. I think he was filming them simultaneously.
12 years apart.
Were they that far?
Pretty far apart.
I don't know 100%. No.
Pretty far apart. Yeah.
You know, Isaiah, why it's called letting the cat out of the bag?
No, I mean, I've heard the reference.
Okay,
but-
would you like me to smarten you up real quick?
Yeah.
So in the days of Daniel Day-Lewis, in the day that was a period piece. He's actually alive today.
Yeah. He's a contemporary.
Yeah, of Gangs of New York. What it would do, you'd go down to the market and you would buy a piglet to feed and turn it into a pig.
Correct.
And then you would butcher that pig. We're talking about the butcher from Gangs of New York. Well, Isaiah, piglets notoriously hard to handle. They're slippery boys. They're always trying to wiggle their way out.
You need to quit greasing your piglets.
Yeah, piggly wiggly is what they are. So what used to happen in the market is you would buy your pig, but it would be in a bag. So they would put the pig in a bag and they would tie it off. And then you don't take the pig out of the bag until you get home because it will escape. But some like rascals, like vagabonds, what they would do is they would replace the pig with like a different small animal and easily found in the streets of New York were kittens. So if you got home and opened your pig in a bag, but it was a cat in the bag, then you knew there was a lie. So anyone who tells a secret or a lie is letting the cat out of the bag. So there you go.
And also, people didn't have the great education that we do now.
No.
And a lot of people thought that cats oinked and pigs meowed. So they didn't notice on the whole trip home what was in the bag.
They say
from the noises they were making.
Animals make different languages depending on what language you speak, which is wild. Like cows don't say moo in like German.
Yeah. Say ja.
Yeah, it's something else.
They do.
Speaking of, we're going to have the Isham Dental soundbite of the day. That's going to be a lot of fun. I did watch Monday Night Raw this morning, man. I watched it over at the YMCA of Central New Mexico.
Love that place.
I was at the Horn this morning, and it was popping. Let me tell you this. If you want to abduct or induct, like, don't get in front of me. Like, go, like, because I'm going to make that thing look weak.
Are you talking about that GGBG machine?
Good girl, bad girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about
That's my second favorite.
So
that's how I finish legs with the GGBGs.
That's how you do?
Every time.
I was doing all right. So obviously I hit the elliptical. That's where I watched Monday Night Raw. I watched that on the elliptical. Make my way
Tuesday morning.
Correct. It's Tuesday morning. What else am I going to do? I have a routine. So I go down to the downstairs gym at the Horn, and they got the that's where like all the free weights are, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm down there and I'm doing the bench press, and this super nice guy walks up to me. I don't know his name. I know a lot of people there. So he walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, brother, can I get in here with you?" He's like a older gentleman or whatever.
Sure.
And I'm not doing anything. I think I'm doing 115. Right. I'm just doing a bunch of reps at really low rate. And this guy sits down and he's like, "I'll just keep up with you, pace for." It's like this mid 60-year-old man. I was like, "Die, brother. I'll just." Plus one, you got me, huh?
And if this is your first time on the program, Fred is 6.5 feet tall. Yeah. You should be bench pressing more than a septuagenarian.
Correct. Well, my arms are very long. Like let's give me a little something here. But I'm just trying to explode them. You know what I mean? I'll just go to failure, and then if I drop 115 on my chest, like I'm gonna survive.
You just roll over, slough it off.
Yeah, like no big deal. So there I was, and it was a heck of a morning over at the Y. So if you haven't got a chance, go check out the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Is they got that $1 a day membership, and if you tell them Van sent you. You get that first month for free. Are we at the Horn? Are we at the Y tomorrow or no?
We are not.
Where are we tomorrow?
I believe 2 weeks we're at the Y. Tomorrow we're at Clubhouse 1-8.
Oh, let's go.
Talking some golf and some sports and sports adjacent content.
That's going to be good because you got the new golf program on Saturdays.
That is accurate. Saturday morning at 8 o'clock in the morns.
How's Laura Cramner doing? Cramner? What's that girl's name?
Dean Creamer's mom, Laura.
Yeah, Laura.
Yeah, she's doing great.
She's a
lovely lady.
Heck of a golfer.
Yeah.
Whenever we get back from the break, the world of the NFL, including the new Hard Knocks, is out tonight.
No one cares.
That is exactly what the
Don't
topic
care
is
whatsoever. Just skip over that. It sucks.
You can do Dak's foot instead.
What's up with his foot?
No Diddy. Well, he he had a cast on,
Mhm.
and there was reports that no one knew why he had a cast on. And then I guess the reports are coming out that he had a minor foot sprain. Then about a week later, he reportedly is fine, and he just told Adam Schefter this morning again that he's fine, and that he just was a little sore, so he put on a boot in Cabo, as I'm sure he didn't expect any pictures to be taken of him.
Do they have like a football facility in Cabo?
Now he's with his wife. He's on vacation out there.
Jogging
He
on the
just
beach.
Casually has a boot on, as if people weren't going to take the pictures of the boot.
Could he focus on football for a change? Like, it would be nice if instead of hanging out on the beach all the time, he just put a little bit of effort.
Did he learn nothing from Tony Romo and Jason Witten?
Don't do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Work hard instead.
Also, wear water shoes, even if you're just walking on the sand.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird stuff. And I don't care how nice your resort is.
No.
There's weird stuff in the sand. Wear water
They're
shoes.
coconut husks.
Wear water shoes.
You ever stepped on a husk?
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, I stepped on a starfish one time on purpose because I wanted to see what it felt like, but it hurt.
Yeah. Was he flipped over? Like front or back?
I don't know what the bottom of a starfish looks like,
I
but
think that one tickles.
I imagine it has a little center mouth.
It does.
I imagine when it smiles, it kind of looks like the Kool-Aid guy smile.
I don't know if they smile up or down or sideways.
Starfish.
I don't know.
I'm on it.
I don't know if a starfish has an up or a down.
Right.
The way they're designed.
Because there's no up and down in the ocean.
No, there is in the ocean. Depth is a thing in the ocean.
Well, it depends on how much water pressure you can take.
Are you thinking of space again?
I'm always thinking of space, Fred.
2 Men On live from Rio Bravo Brewery. Come hang out with your boys. We're eating tacos on a Tuesday, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Sports Animal.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Rio Bravo. This is Two Men On right here on the Sports Animal. Thank you for being a friend of the show. Thank you for the support that you constantly show us. We see you, and so does the sports community in Albuquerque. It is alive. It is well. And if you thought it wasn't, you can reverse that idea. The exact same way that Arch Manning reverses his decision on EA Sports College Football 10 days before the release of what's going to be, I think, the video game banger of probably not just the summer, but the entire year. EA Sports College Football 25 and Arch Manning has handed over his likeness.
How much they pay him? Did he not take the $400 in the video game or however much it was? Did he negotiate outside of the parameters because he's a Manning? He's not a regular person like John Smith, backup left tackle for Northwestern Iowa A&T or whatever, who was so happy to get his $400 and copy the video game.
It was $600 minimum, Van. So, yes, it absolutely could be more, as there are now 10,000 athletes in the game, and 11,000 athletes were sent offers. So he wasn't the only athlete to decline it, but you understand what we're saying here. Good, I think if you're buying the game, it saves you from having to go into edit a roster for 10 seconds.
For sure. You had to put out all that work.
Yeah. QB 16 is what his name would be, I guess. Or what was it?
Smart Schmanning.
I'm looking at the way he did this, and it seems like a bit of a
marketing tool. Yes.
Yeah, he's trying to be in the spotlight. I mean, you release the whole video and you include Eli. It makes me wonder if this was all planned.
Oh, it 100% seems that way, and I'm glad you went there because I was about to. So, Arch Manning just tweets, "I'm in the game," and then he does the Longhorn hand emoji. That's actually, what I'm talking about. It's the rock you.
I do.
Hand emoji.
Mm-hmm.
You know when whenever we used to go to a Kiss concert,
I don't remember that.
and they would play Detroit Rock City.
I had no recollection.
Do you remember
whatsoever.
whenever Kiss would get on stage and they'd be like, "God gave rock and roll to you."
No, I don't recall.
Gave rock and roll to you.
Wasn't there that time.
Gave rock and roll to everyone.
Is there any photo evidence?
Oh! But then that part I just sung, they do it again.
They put up the devil horns.
There we go. That's exactly what
Is that the same exact one as Texas?
I believe it's the same exact one as Texas, and it's the same exact one as Too Sweet by DX. I'm going to do a wrestling reference.
Doesn't that one have a nose? That one's like when you do a fox,
like
a shadow puppet.
Everyone's a Lobo, but then you kiss on the tip.
When you do like a rabbit shadow puppet, that's the Too Sweet one.
Isaiah, Van and I went to the New Mexico Broadcasting Association Awards a couple weeks ago, and they had these projectors in front of the room. And it was like right after Steve Stucker got done giving this presentation. Yeah. And me and Van go to the front. We start doing shadow puppets in the projector on the wall. Yeah. And then the official.
We're adults.
The official photographer goes take pictures of us. And she's like, "Are you guys weird?" And we're like,
"Yeah,
girl."
She knew that ahead of time.
Yeah,
because I know who we are.
She knew we were weird way before that. Because I took her camera from her and
weird.
Took pictures of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No one offered to take your picture?
Oh,
here you are taking everyone's picture. And I'm assuming I'm the only one that wants a good picture of you, sweet lady. And then we did shadow puppets.
Do you think his voice is already in the Do you think his voice is already in the game? They've done everything, and whenever you plays Texas, it's gonna be like Longhorn, right? Austin.
Yeah.
What I'm just naming Texas things.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah, Bigger End. Arcana. Help me out with other Texas words.
Yeah.
Big.
Instead of Omaha, he's like Austin won.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's
sure.
what I was trying to go.
Yeah. I don't know if it's in there. I think, unfortunately for Arch, I think Quinn Ewers. I mean, unless this is like a Bronny James NBA draft situation, I think that Ewers should be getting more of the attention than Arch.
No, what's his last name? Ewers?
Yeah, Quinn Ewers.
How do you spell it?
He's Ewers' backup for Arch Manning.
Everybody who has that game is going to put him as a backup. in the 100 percentile.
I don't really know how it works in college, but I'm going to trade him.
Also, in real life,
Trade him.
yeah. But does the transfer portal close after
No.
week 1?
Do you know what I have? A big fat contract from ESPN and ABC and CBS and NBC to broadcast Big 12 or whatever conference Texas is in now football.
Quinn Ewers was the starting quarterback for the Texas Longhorns, one of the biggest brands in the country for college football. And Arch Manning, his backup, quadrupled his NIL.
Arch Manning is so
Wow.
good. Arch Manning is like, hey, this EA thing is not going to distract me. And then he's like, I'm going to put together a video with my brother and put it out on social media.
He's got time. It's not going to distract him that much. Quinn Ewers is the one getting all the first team reps.
Hey, he probably put his name in the game because Isaiah kept tagging him on Instagram and bullying him.
You're like, fine.
Isaiah cyber bullied him into it.
I don't know if Arch, he seems like a pretty good emotionally stable guy.
Like Bronny?
Yeah. Allegedly.
So I watched this video. I'm going to say it in this order. Number 1, Peyton. Number 2, Eli. Number 3, Cooper. Number 4, Archie. Number 5, Arch. And that order is how good of actors these guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Because comedically, I've laughed at all those other guys, but Arch Manning sucked on this little video.
Was he trying to be funny?
He was wearing like football pads and an Xbox Live headset.
Oh, the haircut. Yeah, he was trying to be funny. That's an awful haircut.
That's his regular haircut.
Oh my God.
Hey, what do you
The Napoleon Dynamite. That's what we call
That
it.
is crazy.
That's what his haircut is called?
Yes. Not
would've-
actually. I just created that on the fly.
I would have went with the Napoleon Bonaparte. I would rather have that Napoleon.
Napoleon Dynamite's goated.
Do the controllers have sharp talons?
Practicing some dance moves.
Sick jumps, Arch.
Yeah. Listen, Eli. Don't be jealous. I've been chatting with hot babes online all day.
Arch, just throw the ball, please.
Vote for Arch.
How much you want to bet my Uncle Archie could throw a ball over them there mountains?
Tina. That one's actually just from Napoleon Dynamite, but he could say the name.
And they
He
might
could
have
say
a
that out. Yeah.
trainer named Tina or something.
Hey, hold up.
No,
Is
hold
it-
on.
Yeah, what are you doing? Just the Peyton Manning thing? Come on now.
I don't know
Hey.
any trainers named Tina.
It might
So
be
that is not a personal jab. to any
Peyton
team.
Maton Panning
Yeah.
might be his low point.
It's so dumb good.
Watch your
Panning.
back.
Maton Panning.
It's so sweet that super black Isaiah is so familiar with Napoleon Dynamite. Like, that doesn't make any sense to
That's
me.
like saying someone can't be white and know Friday.
Yeah, I've never seen Friday.
Good
Man.
point. I love Friday.
Oh yeah, so now
Oh,
so
the song?
you're out of the loop
For
here.
my generation, it's pretty epic.
Van's talking about
Yeah.
this song by Rebecca Black.
Next Friday and Friday after next, awful. Miss me with it.
All right.
But the OG Friday, classic.
And I had Caddyshack on my list yesterday. So
Oh,
let's
well
chill with
done,
y'all.
Zay.
This super black.
A man of culture.
Yes.
Team USA voted who they believed was the best player in the upcoming Olympics for basketball. The Team
Oh.
USA basketball team, for some reason, had a vote on who their best player was.
Sure.
And we'll tell you who they voted for. Here's the thing. It's going to come as no surprise to you whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to Two Men On, right here on the Sports Channel. We're live at Rio Bravo Brewery. It is a little light in here on a Taco Tuesday, so we're excited to see you at 5 o'clock, which is the teller hour, where Van and I are going to drink.
You know I will. You know what they still have in stock here? By some magic, because it's sold out all across the world, the Teller teas are in the house.
What?
Yeah, they got Teller
I can
teas
get
here,
that
baby.
here?
We can get that here.
Dang, dude, I love that. I need
Limited.
I've had a rough 2 weeks. If this weekend all I did was drink Teller teas and yell at clouds, I'd be a really happy dude.
I'm going to go golfing with some friends of the show Friday
We're
morning.
going to go golfing Friday morning with some friends of the show. That'll be fun, but we have to do radio on Friday night, so
We can't get too loose.
no,
I'm
Isaiah,
cracking at least one Teller tea
a hole.
on the links.
Go for it. You guys can get loose, and then I'll
3 holes.
carry a little bit that Friday. How about that?
Live from
I'll-
my Stubbs Park this Friday. Coming
No.
out with your boys, as we will be good. We will be good.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys remember yesterday when this guy Ant? Have you heard of him? He has a lady's name, Ant.
Ant.
Basketball.
A-N-T or A-U-N-T?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
It's probably
Aunt.
not, yeah,
No, that would
okay.
be Aunt.
Auntie
Mm-hmm.
Edwards.
Auntie Edwards?
Yeah. So Aunt
Mhm.
Edwards said, he said, "Listen, I'm the best player on Team USA basketball."
Huh. Huh.
And then Team USA basketball
Yeah.
tricks the Athletic and write in an article saying that they all voted on who the best player in the team was,
Sure.
and they voted for LeBron James.
Yeah.
Why no
Ant.
team would do this?
Ant, you're Ringo.
He's not Ringo.
You're
dude.
Ant, you are Ringo.
If
If
he
Team USA is the Beatles, you're Ringo.
no, if Team USA is the All-Star band, then Ant is Ringo.
He's overdoing it. I'm glad you
That's
guys.
too much.
I'm glad you guys agree with me on this. He's trying to do the whole Kobe Jordan mindset thing.
What is that? What's a
He's
Kobe?
trying to. It's the whole no matter who I'm around, I always think I'm the man in the room, and
No,
that's
he
why
is.
I became
He
so
is.
great. He's not.
No, he's 100%. He's
He's
better.
not
than,
even going to be on the first team.
He's not.
He's
Yeah.
better than Kobe and Jordan, ellipses combined.
Ringo's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Is that Paul McCartney?
It was Paul McCartney. Yeah. Dude,
Tell me how Linda's a vegetarian. Linda don't eat no meat now.
Big girl Linda's a vegetarian.
That's very good.
Thank you.
That's wild.
Uh-huh. That's what he goes. He goes. Every word sounds like. That's how you do Paul McCartney.
He's the best player on this Olympics team, and in 4 more years, he'll be the best player on the next Olympics team, and the second best player on that team will be Brownie James.
Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna punch you, but you're so far away. Ant's not even gonna start. He's not a first teamer.
Anthony Edwards
He's-
is not.
You put like the first ballot Hall of Famers on the first team. LeBron, KD, Steph.
Yeah.
Like you load it with the legends.
You
And
know what?
then
I really,
you let Ant and the young guys come in to mop up minutes.
I wish what they could really do is if there weren't egos, if egos weren't such a thing, you would imagine it would be the best to have like 2 or 3 top dogs and then like 2 other like B players so that like the stars can get all of their.
They have what you're talking about. They have a bunch of A's. They got a bunch of B's. They also have this 1 A plus, and that's
LeBron James.
He's the A plus, and then you have the Curry, Edwards, Holiday kind of guys, and then after that, Embiid, Davis, Leonard, probably
Embiid's up there at the
Bam.
top.
Put Bam on the list. Like
Embiid's up there in that S tier.
They should not play Joel Embiid. He should be
He's
playing
so foul.
for Bahamas or Cameroon or wherever he's from. That is BS. Like, obviously, every team who wants to win wants Joel Embiid.
yeah,
But, you're in like a weird, tiny niche country. Represent your country.
isn't he from Caicos, which is like a name of a food and a weird?
He's Cameroonian,
I
right?
think
Is
it's all
that, is
the
that
same.
correct?
The LeBron's only rival in all of anything
Cameroon, yeah.
is Father Time.
And which he is demolishing
He's
Father Time.
destroying it.
LeBron and Steph. Yeah, Ant, how are you the first option, buddy? Steph should be the first option at all times. Off ball shooting guard Steph
What?
Curry. off ball.
He's never played in an Olympics. He's got no experience. I say let him ride the pine this Olympics, and if he sticks around long enough, you bring him in the next Olympics.
Oh, that young buck, Steph Curry.
Yeah, seriously.
Compared to LeBron James.
He's never played in the European time zone. Also, I don't know how many time zones are in Europe. I know the Greenwich one is there, and then it goes pluses and minuses both ways. So you could, in theory, be in a different day of the week pretty easily.
Isn't Greenwich in New York? I thought that was where Greenwich was.
There might be. Are you talking about
Village?
New Greenwich?
Greenwich Village?
New Amsterdam? There's a Jersey in England, and there's a York.
Well, of course, the Jersey is in England because we got the new one. We got the better one.
You could put Steph in Antarctica. If you put a basketball hoop in front of him,
okay,
give him a basketball, he's going to hit.
This guy over here talking like he knows about air pressure. A ball would not stay inflated in Antarctica. You'd have to put like nitrogen in it.
What if you take it right out of the plane and shoot it real fast?
No, you need a
or you can do like the
humidifier
pass only drills, because the basketball's frozen.
Or like
you
in
can't
a 3-man weave.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
They should actually just play with a block of chiseled ice that looks like a basketball. They should get a basketball mold, fill it with water, have it come out the shape of a perfect basketball, and then have Mr. Beast hit a 3.
Hell yeah. Space Jam 3 Antarctica.
LeBron will start that too.
No, LeBron, your turn's done. Now it's Ant's turn.
Yeah.
So Ant goes to Antarctica.
And he gets there on
and you got a
Free Willy.
And he rides a team of orcas.
Yeah.
Which are super friendly to him.
Only him.
But yeah, then he goes and plays a team of Yetis with a frozen basketball.
It's smart. Space Jam will have Wemby. Space Jam 3 should be Wemby.
Okay. The new Space Jam is actually about football, and it stars Cooper DeJean.
Yeah. And then the basketball action on the frozen court is so hot it melts the polar ice caps even more.
That's a good one.
They don't win. Yeah. If we don't win.
And also just there's a group of people. Like, did you ever see Little Shop of Horrors? There's like a quartet of singers like all the time following him around, but they're just roasting Mikal Bridges.
Why is he there?
They tell you.
Okay.
Little shop of horrors. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Like that.
All Dallas Cowboys talked for the remainder of the hour. Let's go. I think I have
It's your time to shine,
I
Zay.
think we have the answer right here to all of the Dallas Cowboys questions. I found the answer. Okay?
Oh, rest in peace, Jerry Jones.
Damn, dude.
What? Oh, was that not it?
Hitting with the Randy Slow just like that.
Okay. Well, they're different people.
Free agent,
Significantly
Yes,
different
correct.
people. Wildly different people.
free agent running back Leonard Fournette says he's motivated to continue his NFL career.
Good guess.
That's the only team that I think could sign him, and he would have any chance to play because they have the worst running back group in all of the NFL, and Leonard Fournette would be the starter on day one.
You know, like you ever like get a lucky rabbit's foot and rub it like you really believe you might be lucky?
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Tom Brady.
Mm.
And Leonard Fournette rubbed up against Tom Brady a lot. So that's the type of guy you want on your team.
Me personally, I can admit earlier when I saw Adam Schefter tweet this out, I responded instantly and said, "Bring him on to Dallas. Just bring him on."
What did Adam
Thank
say?
This is a fun one for Isaiah because he's now been a fan of professional football long enough to see his favorite young players get old. And that super messes with you. Like Zeke is now old. Like
Mhm.
Leonard Fournette.
Yeah.
Isaiah remembers like watching Leonard Fournette at LSU and being like,
I remember when he was Leonard 3-net. It was so long ago.
that's so funny.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
Van remembers watching Reggie Bush at USC.
I remember watching Reggie Sapling.
I remember Reggie a little bit.
No, what? No, you don't. You were
I
five.
definitely do. I remember Reggie. I remember
when they'd spell him with Lindell White, and the broadcaster would go, "Thunder and lightning."
Mhm.
You go, oh, shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
both-
up.
Both went to the league. Lindell White was legit.
Played for a long time.
Some might argue that he had a better career.
Who?
People who would be wrong, but
Reggie-
you could argue.
Reggie Bush won a Super Bowl.
He did.
I'm not making that argument. I said you could.
It's now did he meet his college hype? No. But
Oh, God,
he
no.
would have been Barry Sanders if he had done that. In college, he's the best. He's the greatest college running back ever.
I think he lasted as long as Barry Sanders. So there's that.
The greatest college running back ever is,
The ans-
is Danny Woodhead.
The answer to everything is Jim Brown. Like the answer to everything is Jim Brown.
It's always Jim
It's
Brown.
always Jim Brown. Argue over the second one.
Leading NCAA rusher.
Reggie in
all
college
time.
was insane.
Yeah, Barry Sanders ran for like 3,000 yards, and they had Thurman Thomas on the team.
Some cat named
Yeah.
Jaleel McLaughlin is the NCAA's all-time leading rusher.
He probably played like 6 years. But I don't recognize that name from any NFL team.
I don't know who this cat is. He might be. Is he new? Is he from like this year?
Nah, impossible.
Plays for the Broncos?
Huh?
Yeah. I mean, so there you go. That's the best college running back of all time. It's some third down scat back for the Broncos that you've never heard of.
76 carries for 400. I mean, it's 5 yards to carry.
I feel like the best college running back I ever saw, no punchline here, is probably Ricky Williams. I think that's the best one I ever saw play.
Like it's Jim Brown, number one.
Adrian
But
Peterson.
Ricky Williams a good answer.
That's a good answer.
Barry Sanders. Like it's Barry Sanders.
No, not in college.
Yes, it's Barry Sanders in
He's
college.
not better than Herschel Walker was in college.
Well, Herschel Walker was a dude in college.
Herschel was a dog.
Yeah.
Give me Barry.
I think
I mean,
Tony
he-
Dorsett was the
Reggie.
all-time leading rusher for a
Barry
minute, too.
Sanders had 2,600 rushing yards in 1988, and they had Thurman Thomas on the team. That's
Hey,
so crazy.
you know who we are forgetting about and we shouldn't have forgot about?
Hmm.
Ron Dane.
Everybody from Wisconsin in that generation.
Yeah, Ron Dane was the guy at Wisconsin.
Oh, you know who I just remembered is actually the best college running back ever?
Tim Tebow.
That's a good one.
Oh.
Give me 2013 Ezekiel Elliott. 2014, actually.
No, he's not even the
200
best
yards on
Ohio
Bama.
State one. The best Ohio State one was
No.
Maurice Claret.
That's accurate.
Nah. 200 yards on Bama. Prime Bama. No NIL Bama.
Insane throwback. But how about the guy they named the award after? Doak Walker.
Oh, yeah, good
Yeah.
name.
They kind of revolutionized it.
You know who was super good but sucked in the NFL was with Texas was Cedric Benson.
That was wild, wasn't it? That fall off?
That dude was so good. He was so good, and then the Bears got him and he wasn't.
Was that that was Jay Cutler days, wasn't it?
I don't ask a lot of Bears questions.
It was right around. Where
Was Jim Miller at that time? Where was Shane Matthews? They had jokes over there. They had Kyle Orton. They had, I mean, they just had everyone after Cordell Stewart sucked up there.
Oh, Benson got hurt in the first quarter of the Super Bowl with the Bears had to have been Indianapolis.
Yeah, it was Indy.
The best running back on that team was Devin Hester.
He was the best anything besides quarterback and lineman.
Also, never forget about OJ. I know it's hard to do. He was a legend in college, too.
There's probably like some white Notre Dame guy that we're not thinking of.
Probably for good reason.
Yeah. Go way back. Best running back in college. I'm going to go with my Ricky Williams answer.
That's a good one. That is a good answer.
I gotta go. I can't watch Reggie. I know it's a highlight reel.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff Reggie did, I can't.
That's it. Those are the ones. And the problem with Reggie was USC was so much better than everyone else. I know you're looking at list, Isaiah, but we got to go to break. Whenever we get back, it'll be the Teller Hour here at Rio Bravo Brewery, where Van and I are going to have a sippy boy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have a sippy boy. That's going to be nice. Also, after the break, here's my thing about baseball.
Okay. What's your thing about baseball?
The All-Star game is when you stop watching, or excuse me, is when you start watching.
Yeah.
And we're going to tell you what you should be watching for when we get back from the break. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Marie Castillo. This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Welcome back to the program. We're live from Rio Bravo Brewery. This is Two Men On. I'm Fred Slow. You are Van Nunley.
Correct again. Good job.
Isaiah Johnson is here.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to tell you what to be excited about in the world of baseball. But first, you see the 2024 Major League Baseball Home Run Derby field is now set.
Oh, is it set now?
Jose Ramirez joins the group, including Pete Alonso, Alec Baum, and Gunnar Henderson, who I believe played for Team Iceland against the Mighty Ducks in the Goodwill games.
He do.
That will be Monday night. Is that right? So we'll be on air for an hour, and we've done this last couple of years in a row.
Love it.
And it's funny. We're funny at it.
Agree. Concur.
Yeah,
Hopefully
so
we are every day, I'd like to think. That's crazy. Gunnar Henderson can't even rent a car legally, and he's in the home run derby. Dude's 20 and a half. His rise to superstardom this year is a thing to see. Wildness.
what is the minimum of renting a car?
I think it's 24, isn't it?
Is that a real thing? I thought it was just like a thing from the
25.
80s.
I believe it's 25.
25, Zay?
At least as far as
Congratulations.
Enterprise-
Zay can get a car.
Enterprise is concerned. It's 25.
Like the USS Enterprise?
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you talking about Class D or what's up?
I'm going to consult the Googs because you don't seem convinced.
About
25.
So I feel like there's a lot of wives' tales things.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to ever know.
I've been with a lot of wives. Wait, what?
I was gonna say, you had me in the first half there, Fred.
Had a lot of tail.
Yeah. A lot of tail.
Talk about the new format of the home run derby as Van looks that up.
Okay, so you have to be at least 21 for Enterprise.
See, that's what I'm
And then,
talking about.
and then
wow.
the rates drop
See,
at 25.
you just present lies, brother.
Now hold on, there's two different.
Does it say
So Hertz is 20.
okay? That's not neither of these are
Okay.
correct. He can rent a car.
Budget is 25.
I know.
There's surcharges for all of them underneath 25.
Sure, but he can rent
So
a car.
without the fees, 25. I mean, come on, you're going to get Gunnar Henderson a car anyways. Let's be honest.
There's some counter jockey at Enterprise. Listen to us right now. It's like Van is an idiot. Thank you, Fred.
505-246-0610. 25 without fees. So there you go.
So let me get this straight. What you
You
mean
have
to
to
say
have a
was,
higher fees and a higher level
can
of
you
insurance.
believe that Gunnar Henderson's competing in the home run derby and he can't even rent a car without fees?
Without fees and higher insurances?
What do you think is the most urban legend-y thing that you believe is true that you present as fact?
God, I was just talking about one recently.
Was it?
What was I
it better
talking
not be
about?
the body temperature one because that was the stupidest one.
Well, that was in science books. Like, yeah.
Van, what's your take on cold showers? Are they they're beneficial, right?
To wake
You get out
up. To wake up.
No, you get out of you get out of bed, you hop in the cold shower. It's just something that you feel like a maniac for doing. So you get out of the cold shower, and then for about 4 to 5 hours, every single thing you do is easier to do than sitting under the cold water. So you just have less pressure. You just are happier to do things that normally you wouldn't want to do, but you're like, I got in that cold water this morning, so at least I'm warm right now. At least I'm not under the cold water. So I'll go and take out the trash.
You're doing it again. You're quoting Andrew Tate, aren't you? This isn't Andrew
No.
Tate.
He-
You're
he
trying
actually-
to pass Andrew Tate stuff
No,
on us,
this
aren't
is like
you?
if Andrew Tate and Joe Rogan had a baby and they named it Isaiah Johnson, he would present these ideas.
Andrew is actually against the whole cold plunge idea.
I don't know what the cold plunge is.
Same thing. Cold plunge is it's just as
Here's what I know cold water is good for. Pain, inflammation. Those two things I will buy into that. Also maybe exfoliation. Like you can maybe convince me that exfoliation is part of cold water.
It's good for recovery if you're going from sauna to ice bath. like you shock your system. That's a thing. I don't know about things in your day being easier because you took a cold shower in the morning.
No. It's an actual fact. It releases endorphins. Like if you look at if you do the chemical right, they took the amount of endorphins that were released.
What's the chemical? H2O.
Endorphins.
Okay.
And when you're in that cold water, it like programs your brain. It's almost like, you know how they say there's no happy without being sad first. You get under that cold water and you suffer.
Oh, I will believe completely. Yeah, I'll buy into the idea that you are able to distract yourself from your depressive thoughts because your body is in shock from cold water.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll buy that for a minute.
It's the post. Just take a nice cold shower. If you're a little scared of the cold water, start with being warm.
Also, maybe
just can understand.
Hey, maybe just slam a hammer on your hand.
Yeah, I do cold showers like when I'm hungover sometimes. I'd be like, man, you got to snap out of this, brother. And then just put it all the way on C.
I'm going to
just jump in.
Well, I got time.
It's going to take a minute, Isaiah.
Yeah.
You're going to be looking. Keep your focus on the show. You'll never find it.
If you're going to tell
So in 1868, a German physician determined that 98.6, 1868, a German physician determined that 98.6 degrees was a normal body temperature after studying more than 1 million temperatures from 25,000 people. And this article's from 2020.
Let me get this straight. All those people are from all over the world in 1860, or are they just from the same blocks?
Researchers from Stanford University now suggest that the average body temperature has since declined by about 1.6 degrees.
You thought it was
the rising world temperatures. That's from Yale.
You thought it was 98 degrees because there were 6 members in the band 98 degrees.
God, I wish that was true.
And you thought 98.6 was because of the late 90s, early 2000s Nick Lachey-led pop rock band 98 Degrees.
I mean, that seems close, but it's not. Also, there's only 3 dudes, so it'd be 98.3 degrees.
Nick and Drew Lachey is 2, and I think there was at least 2 more.
There's another guy. There was a drummer. They had to have a Ringo.
They were dancers. There was no drummer.
You boys. Just let me know when you want these cold shower facts.
Okay.
Cold, hard
now, hold on.
shower
No,
facts.
there's no such thing.
Before you even start, cite your sources.
Okay. This is from a doctor. Hey,
is it Dr. Dre?
He's a
Seuss?
He's a psychologist.
Okay. Well.
Okay.
All right.
It says here.
What's the website, brother?
Okay, if it takes that long to read.
I was on Google.
Now hold on.
That's a search engine.
That's a search engine.
Not a website.
What website are you on?
The Fred used Wikipedia to confirm Andrew Tate here.
Yeah,
what we're going to do is we're going to take Google
we'll
for what it gives us.
We'll go ahead and go to Wikipedia. I'll trust Wikipedia.
Okay,
what's Wikipedia say?
Wikipedia and everything else, including all doctors, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Cold water therapy has been shown to have mood-boosting effects. When your body is exposed to cold water, it releases endorphins, which are the body's natural feel-good chemicals.
That's not what you were saying earlier. That's different.
That's totally different.
Exactly what I said.
No, you said
endorphins don't make tasks easier.
You said it made driving to work less bad.
I said it gives you more motive. It does. It makes you feel good. So I said it's easier to get up and do things.
Where did this psychologist get his research from?
Stanford. Andrew Huberman.
Well, also I think
head psychologist at Stanford.
Okay, Huberman's another one of those cult guys.
100%.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's the one who gave Aaron Rodgers ayahuasca.
Yeah. Personally,
I'm 100% buying in on inflammation.
Yep.
Swelling. Chronic pain.
Says who?
Joints, muscle. Me. I'm telling you, I believe those things.
So your source is over Huberman. Says Fred. Fred's low number 1 source. Huberman second.
He's not even second.
Yeah, it's not even second.
No,
okay, gotcha.
He's so far down the list. I'm telling you right now, if I sprain my ankle, I will put ice on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's some trainers. I mean, I disagree. There's some trainers that say that's not a good idea. Ice doesn't do anything.
Well, I don't know who they are, but
I do. You do, but we're not going to go there.
Is it Wim Hof? Is that who it is?
God, I love Wim Hof. That's a deep cut right there.
The most proven benefit of taking a cold shower.
Yeah,
I need a friend of the show to
Isaiah,
call
you're talking about actual physical benefits by putting your body
Yes.
into the cold.
Yes.
I don't think we're disagreeing on that.
No.
But your brain is different than your musculature. That is different.
Yeah.
If you're depressed and you take a cold shower, you're not just going to walk up and start whistling and be like, "Oh, my day's going to be awesome."
But there's
wildly different.
But to that example, there's medications that are for depression, and that's not how those work either. So the only thing that works like that is Slurricane.
Well, to be really fair here, if you put a peppermint in your mouth, brother, your mouth doesn't actually get cooler. Okay.
No, but life is perception. Right?
But if you do a
Perception is
toothpick,
reality.
then you get real cool.
I think everybody listening that knows that cold water releases endorphins. I need somebody to call in and help.
They don't.
No one ever calls in and helps me out here.
Yeah,
geez, I wonder why that is.
It's a fact. This is a fact. I guarantee, if you guys both wake up, take a cold shower, you're gonna hop out of that shower like the suffering is over. Now I'm very, very happy to do whatever is next because I can warm up. Have you ever came inside from being freezing cold and you're just happy to sit in your house and get warm?
No, I take a hot shower.
Yeah, that's the worst thing to do when you're cold from outside.
Here's what I'm saying. Instead of this cold shower thing, just try getting like 8 hours of sleep.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's
Watch
impossible.
the actual benefits of that whenever we get back from the break.
Go dip your finger in some cold water
We tell
during
you,
the commercial break, Isaiah.
just keep it in there all 5.5 minutes. And we will tell you the new rules of the home run derby because they tweak it every year or whatever. We'll make sure you understand. Also, it's 5 o'clock, so Van and I are having Teller tea, but from a glass. So thank you
baby.
to Teller Vodka for being a friend of the show.
There's no pinky up.
We also need to find the Isham Dental soundbite of the day at some point today. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
the sports animal.
Mike's hot.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to Rio Bravo, where you're listening to Two Men On. We're at Rio Bravo Brewery. Come hang out with us. We're the intersection of right across the street from Creamland.
That's totally an address that people can find.
You don't feel like that's an address?
How about a smidgen south of I-40 on 2nd Street?
Similar to what I said.
Super similar.
It's catty corner from that park that everyone used to avoid.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
It's nice now.
by the Creamland.
Yeah, you could bring your dog here in safety.
Speaking of, there's a doggo right in front of me. New format for the Home Run Derby. It's gone through a bunch of them. You know, in the last several years, gone are the head-to-head matchups in the first round. Instead, all 8 participants are going to compete against each other in the first round, and then 4 will advance. Does that
Smart.
track?
Very smart.
Okay. And then, so you get through that. So it's 8 players get 3 minutes or 40 pitches. So it's one or the other. Okay.
Interesting.
Whichever comes first, plus you get the one timeout where they drink a Gatorade in front of the camera. You know?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Towel off.
And
One of
then
their teammates, the reliever who wouldn't have been on the All-Star game otherwise, but they have to have a player show up.
yeah,
That guy brings you a towel.
Ryan McMahon.
Yeah.
So the 4 leading home run hitters advance, and then ties are broken using the longest home run distance.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
that.
So we
They're getting good at this thing finally.
pull up the whole roster for me. Make sure we have them all up. So, so after the initial 3 minutes or the 40 pitches, each player gets 3 bonus outs where they continue hitting until 3 outs are recorded. Hitters can earn a 4th bonus out if they hit a dinger over 425 feet.
I like that a lot.
Okay. That one only counts in bonus time. So this gives anyone who's trailing, like in theory, if you just stay hitting dingers, this gives them a chance to catch up because they can continue hitting homers until they hit the final homer they need to surpass.
Yeah, I like that.
Like me too.
That's smart.
Very smart.
P.S.
What's that, brother?
P.S. A friend of the show has called in wanting to chat with you guys about the last segment. So take that as you wish. His name is Howard.
Let's do this.
I didn't tell him to call. I mean, I did, but not directly.
Okay. That's vague.
Now, I like friend of the show, Howard,
Samesies.
but I believe that Howard has tricked Isaiah
Ah.
and that he doesn't, in fact, believe Isaiah,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to roast him here. And that's going to hurt Isaiah's heart. Welcome to the show, friend of the show, Howard. Howard, how are you?
Well, I beg to differ because I'm on Isaiah's side.
Oh,
Not only does a cold shower quell a man's love rage, it
Yes.
also kicks his metabolism in the morning and helps him get his day started. Dr. Sanjay Gupta,
there we go.
a personal friend of mine, although he doesn't know it,
Uh-huh.
suggests that you drink cold water in the morning as it kicks your metabolism in, and it's better for you than coffee or energy drinks. So anything cold in the morning kicks your metabolism in and gets you going. So therefore, I'm on Isaiah's side.
Interesting, because that's not what Isaiah said at all. Isaiah said it made cereal taste better.
Yes.
I mean, it depends. It can in some ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Been
hold
there,
on.
Yeah, I couldn't afford milk a time or two, so yeah, been there, but that was a long time ago.
Have there been any
I got your back, buddy.
Thank you, Howard.
first time for
Have a good
everything?
day.
Cinnamon toast, nope.
Okay. I wonder if there's any studies done about cold shower and then cocaine.
Ah,
How does that boost your metabolism?
cocaine shower.
Yeah, just like just a whole cup of sugar. Yeah. How does that start your day, Zay?
After the first
Tell me how
round,
that feels.
Yeah.
Isaiah's like, "What do you think cold coffee exists, idiots?"
Uh-huh. Ooh, you get your caffeine and it's cold.
Yeah,
And it's got the magical temperature.
you know, I'm showering on the inside. The semifinals.
Do a ice enema tomorrow morning, Zay. If you're so If you're so sold on
I don't know what that second word was. The so you get through the first round. The 4 remaining players are seeded 1 through 4 using the first round home run totals. So then it's 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. You get that. And then again, 3 minutes or 40 pitches, same bonus time rules. Got me?
I'm with you.
Do you have the roster in front of you?
There's 6 of 8 confirmed right now.
All right, give me who you got.
We got Jose Ramirez.
Yep.
Switch hitter again. That could be cool. Just like pulling Adley Rushman and
You should go back and
hit
forth.
one from each side.
So
Yeah. Gunnar Henderson, the aforementioned. Multi-time champ Pete Alonso. First-timer Alex Baum. First-time Bobby Witt Jr. and Ozuna from the Braves.
Marcel. And then the finals. The final 2 players now have 2 minutes or 27 pitches
2 minutes on.
with 1 timeout, and the same bonus time rules apply. The player with the most home runs wins. And obviously, in recent years, you were seeded 1 through 8, and then it was head-to-head match. This will be the best one. This format makes the most sense of everything that I have seen.
Yeah, I think they finally got it right. Instead of the 10 pitches heads up like they used to do a long time ago, it could be exciting every once in a while, but the cream of the crop really didn't rise. I like the timed. I even like that they're capping it at 40, because if you got like someone who's really good at it and just keeps piping them down the middle over and over again, you got an advantage if you have a significantly better batting practice pitcher.
No one is going to be interested unless you put Shohei Ohtani in it.
That's the thing that needs to happen.
That's the thing that has to happen.
I'm going to love it no matter what, because I'm a baseball dork, but if they get Shohei, the casual will join. The world will watch.
When's he going to make his decision? Isn't it pretty close here? Isn't it?
It'll be him or Hernandez. It'll be one of the 2 guys. Both from the Dodgers.
Is he still undecided?
I believe he's still undecided. He's not on the list as of today. And also, I think he's talking about like rehab stuff, and he doesn't want to blah blah blah. But
Sure.
that's the first layer you paint on your canvas before you finish the picture of no.
Yeah, sure.
So
He's pulling an Arch Manning. He's going to drop it.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
what's up with Yordan Alvarez? He gonna do it?
I mean, he should.
Didn't Juan Soto put Ohtani out a couple years ago? He could do it.
Soto would be fine. I mean, Soto, like his batting, batter's box swag is unmatched in the history of the sport. That would be a lot of fun to watch.
Did the kid from Toronto make it? Vlad's son?
Yes, he did.
He's an all-star.
He's won the thing before.
That's what I'm saying. Put him in. Let's run it
According
back.
to ESPN, Shohei has already bowed out of it.
Officially bowed. I didn't see anything that he officially bowed out.
Yeah,
that's a legit
3rd.
bummer if it's confirmed.
Yeah, on July 3rd.
I mean,
I was busy on the 3rd. Sorry, Shohei.
yeah, I was super busy on the 3rd.
I was chilling.
From the Sports Animal Texter, people don't like it when I call Van an idiot.
Especially when I'm right. When I deserve it in the moment, please do it. But I'm always right, so you have so little opportunities to do it.
Van's
facial expression made that the best. Like, oh, really?
Huh. Wild.
Van believes every wives' tale. There's not a single wives' tale that you have heard where you're like, no.
I prefer ex-wives' tales. I'm not an adulterer.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
There are some ones that are just ignorant. Like, what was this one you just gave? What was it? What did you say it was 925? It's like, where do these like just stories come up from that become part of the lexicon?
Wait, which one did I just miss? Did I drop one and not even know?
No, you
it?
did the 25-year-old car rental thing, which
yeah.
immediately I'm like, that's not real.
It's mostly real.
It's like,
It used to be 100%.
did it?
Now it's mostly real.
I don't know. And wives' tale is not the best phrasing for this.
Right.
Oral traditions. I don't know what to say.
It's my second favorite tradition.
Okay,
I
what's
don't
your?
even know what
Thank you.
I've never heard that before.
You've never heard of a wives' tale?
Wives' tale. Not.
So it's like, okay, a Van right now would be like,
okay, it's they straight capping Zay.
Okay, gotcha.
That's
Down to the
better.
T.
Here's one.
Yes.
I got one for you, Isaiah. You ready? Chocolate
gosh.
causes acne. That is a wives' tale.
Yeah.
That's not real, but people present that as a very real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Fish is good for your brain. Like, these are ones that are just coming out.
Now hold on. Fish oil is good for your brain.
Omega-3 fatty acids. Yeah.
Correct. Omega-3.
How's mercury?
Do what?
Not good for you.
Wait, who? Somebody just eats mercury?
If you eat too much fish,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mercury's awful.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, they're saying it's a bad thing.
No, well, that's what. If you were simply saying fish is good, is brain food.
Oh,
No,
right.
too much fish would not be.
Yeah. Especially from the Gulf Coast of Japan.
Yeah. There's a bunch of that's a good one.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these, Isaiah, around like having kids and stuff where it's like it's a wives' tale to be like, oh, if your baby sucks its thumb, it's gonna have bucko teeth. That's
Yeah.
not a real thing.
Yeah.
I remember hearing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
If it sucks its thumb, its fontanelle will never close. That's it's just gonna happen, man.
Though my absolute favorite
Yeah.
one, which I hear all the time because I'm notorious for this, is the knuckle cracking. And people are like, that causes arthritis. It does not cause arthritis. But there's just all these claims based in Samjay Gupta logic
Uh-huh.
that just they're not real.
You like this one, Fred? When I was probably 5?
Yeah.
2004, and I just got into Undertaker. And I like to roll his eyes, so I
Yep.
start rolling mine. And I get told if you keep rolling your eyes like that, they're gonna get stuck.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good wives' tale.
Yeah.
They're kind of like superstitions, even.
Yeah. If you keep playing with your little dinghy, you're gonna go blind.
And that's if you live on the ocean. That's
Yeah.
what Van's talking about, a
Uh-huh.
boat.
Yeah.
It's 2 men on.
Zay, I got 20/20 vision.
It's the Isham Dental soundbite of the day whenever we get back. Also, Van just asked for an entire shot glass of pineapple juice. What wives' tale is tied to that, idiot? The sports animal.
That one's true.
It's time to rock. Hey, yo, we take it to the top. It's time to rock. It's time to rock. It's time to rock.
It's time for the Isham Dental soundbite of the day. IshamDentalABQ.com. Reach out to our friend Scott over at Isham Dental, Scott Isham, that is 505-881-0422, and he will probe your mouth.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
It's good. Yeah, he's taking
care. Pay extra for that? Or?
No, it's part of the service.
Oh, that's awesome.
Under 25, no fee.
Over, idiot.
Yeah.
Over.
That's close, though.
Free x-rays and consultation. Also, if you sign up on the website, the IshamDentalABQ.com, they reach out to you. It's the easiest thing in the world. The hardest step of dental care is trusting someone. You can ask Isaiah. I put Scott over to him, and just how easy it can be accepting Medicare, Medicaid, and every single dental insurance plan. Dental implants starting at $1,200. This is a really fun Isham Dental soundbite. This is go ahead and hit play on that, Isaiah. This is Logan Gilbert, and he plays for the Mariners. Calling his mom.
Strawberry daiquiri. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Well, nothing. I'm just hanging out. I'm at the field. I was just calling, seeing what you guys are doing next week.
Dad will be back from Arkansas. When do you get back Sunday? He gets back from Arkansas Sunday.
Okay. Well, if you guys aren't busy, I know you just came to see me, but I'm going to Texas for the All-Star game next week, and wanted to see if you guys wanted to meet me out there.
She's speechless.
Aww.
Oh, how great. So Logan,
I can hear her crying.
Yeah. That's good job, Isaiah. So that's Logan Gilbert calling his parents to tell them that he made the All-Star team. And that is that's a fun one. You know what I mean? Because his dad is, out there drinking a strawberry DAC and crying poolside and, just celebrating that thing. And, my man Gilbert here, he's just living the good life. Like, this is awesome.
I mean, that's like one of the biggest moments in your career, right? Like, pretty monumental. You get drafted. Pretty monumental that you get up to the bigs, like the big call-up moment. Like, it's such a big deal here. Went in Bernard a couple years ago. So awesome. And then, like, the All-Star game, because that knows you really made it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like your peers and the fans of the sport vote you in to be one of the best of the best. It's a huge moment.
Well, and the one that was the one for me, because, my dad recently passed, right? So I'm thinking about Logan Gilbert's dad, just poolside, taking care of the filter, soaking in the sun, dacking it up, and then, gets the call that his boy is one of the best in the world at his profession, and that's crazy, and that's proud, and that's a cool accomplishment. And that's your Isham Dental soundbite of the day. Big thank you to Scott Isham and Isham Dental for being a partner of the program and giving us the opportunity to talk about the world of sports via audio provided usually by Twitter.
How would you do it? How would you make that call? Because I don't think I would make it straight away. I would probably prank my parents. I'd be like, guys, call a bail bondsman.
Okay.
I need some help.
Doing what?
I need you to bail me out. I'm like, oh, you did it again.
Well, he has money. He's
actually, we're going to the All-Star game.
I don't know about that one. I would do this one. So wherever the game's at, like if it's in Texas, I'd be like, hey, when's the last time you saw Aunt so-and-so who lives in Texas? They'd be like, oh, it's been a while. I'd be like, well, why don't you invite her up to the All-Star game? Yeah. When we get back from the break.
You think you can eat a 72-ounce steak?
You want to see a bunch of Cadillacs in the dirt? Because, oh, boy, do I have the place for you.
You need a new cowboy hat, mama.
Do you want to go to that city next to Dallas that the Cowboys are actually at, but they don't claim? Let's go. When we get back from the break.
We don't even fly into Dallas.
No, we don't. Isaiah updates us on our prize picks for the day. because we believe all of our Nerfies are no runs in first innings. We believe they're all in the books. So let's go, boys. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On right here on the Sports Animal live from Rio Bravo Brewery. All right, so we've placed our prize picks lineups in the first segment of the show. This is our last segment before Jasu Sean joins us. Okay. We need an update. Were there any runs scored in the first inning, Isaiah, of Cleveland and Detroit? Do you have Cleveland and Detroit there in front of you?
Cleveland and Detroit is loading up on the screen.
Okay.
Pending. You know the super fast computers here. They love us.
I mean, they seem regular fast to me. I don't.
Nah, not this one. Not this special one over the.
Cleveland got 3 in the top.
Oh, okay. So we took the less.
Wow.
So that one
What's
is
this wee stuff? Because I got a Yerfie on that one.
Oh, you did.
I hit the Yerfie.
Okay.
Not a Nerfie, but a Yerfie. It's yes runs in the first inning.
Now, what about the Dodgers and the Phillies? Was a run scored in the first inning? Dodgers and the Phillies, boys.
We're still loading up the screen here.
Okay, all right. So Isaiah is not necessarily bringing the heat on the internet there.
Allow me.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
No, okay,
That
so that's a
is-
less.
That hit a Nerfie.
Okay,
And I had a Nerfie on that one as well.
good. Now, what about the Yankees and the Rays?
Okay, this one hurts me.
All right.
This one crushed because all of my lineups had a Nerfie for the Yankees Rays. And not only did it not hit a Nerfie, they scored 5 runs.
Oh, way over.
Yeah, Yankees
All right.
got 1, Rays got 4. That one crushed me.
Colorado and Cincinnati had your back, though, right?
That is accurate.
Okay. No runs in the first there. And then lastly, in our little 6-pack here for the Chris Sale Taco Tuesday was the Oakland Athletics and the Boston Red Sox. Were any runs scored in the first inning there?
Well, you should have backed me on this one because
Okay.
that's a Yerfie.
Oh,
I had a Yerfie on that guy, too.
Okay. Well, there you go. So I am a loser today on my prize picks lineup, but I'm a winner in life.
Oh, that's good. You don't have to win them all. If you get 6 for 6, that's where the big payouts are.
You know, I heard
But you can hit a 5 spot. That's like a
Mhm.
triple, and like you can hit a 4 spot. That's like get your money back. Like that's man, you got some other options.
I got DNPs all over my screen. Isn't that the worst?
Same, dude. My dude for today, Bailey Ober.
Yeah.
I was going to crush it with the strikeouts. He's a DNP. I had him all over the place.
Eric Fed or Fetty.
The Fedia.
That's a very, very awkwardly spelled last name.
By the way, friends of the show who backed me on Dean Creamer pitching a gym today, my apologies.
Now,
I was wrong, and I'm a big enough man to admit it. He got shelled.
Now, if you're like me and you just can't let bygones be gone, there's one more Taco Tuesday that just popped up.
Oh, well, I'm in.
Rakia Jackson.
Ooh.
More than 8.5 points.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump in on that one.
And that makes me think if I do that and then I jump over to like something that I'm real confident in the world of baseball, and I think 17.5 pitching outs for Logan Gilbert, who we just talked about.
I'm into that one, baby. Let's go.
And I'm just going to do a twofer, but I'm gonna get all my coin back on this one.
Smart.
So I'm gonna go with a real healthy one there, and then we will be in a good way professionally. So
I'm into that.
Yeah, give me Rakia Jackson more with the Taco Tuesday 8.5 points, and Logan Gilbert more than 17.5 pitching outs after we just celebrated him calling his parents and telling them that he made the All-Star team.
All right.
You might as well throw Chris Sale over on pitcher fantasy.
Sale.
Why not?
Well, I have him at 5.5 pitcher strikeouts with a Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be a safe move, too, because we've already partnered that.
Just quadruple down on Chris Sale more than 5.5.
I like that a lot. So this, to me, is going to be a fun one. If we were going to be that guy, would you guys also play with Zach Gallen against Atlanta at all?
Oh, man, that's a tricky one. Let's party. Let's do it. I'll say, let's do it. Zach Gallen. Zach Gallen hasn't been Zach Gallen the last couple starts, but he could bounce back
more
or a gym at any
more
moment.
or less 6 pitcher strikeouts. or 17.5 pitching outs.
For Gallon, I like pitching outs better for
So that would take him to 6 innings, and
Yeah.
that's what you think.
Yeah.
I like that. And then because we often talk about your favorite player playing against your favorite team, 4.0 pitching strikeouts, Trevor Rogers versus the Houston Astros.
Now, here's the thing. Trevor Rogers,
you love.
That's a Carlsbad boy.
I know.
Yeah. What I did is I don't like to back anyone going against my Astros because the lineup is so fierce.
Yes.
But what I did is I took a Trevor Rogers goblin, and I think Trevor Rogers can get 3 strikeouts against
Not
the Astros.
4.
So I goblined him. I went 2.5.
So I don't know how to turn him into a goblin.
There's a little arrow right next to the number.
Not on this one. I think I missed the opportunity.
Whoopsie.
Woe is me. We will leave. Oh, wait, I found him.
There you go.
2.5 pitcher strikeouts. Goblin is Trevor Rogers. Now, if I add one more.
Now, here's one I like.
Okay. Better hurry.
Home run derby contestant Marcelo Zuna to get a strikeout. That's also a goblin.
2 strikeout.
Yes.
Oh, I almost just accidentally deposited 100.
Don't do that.
Not without using promo code KNML.
That's exactly why I said it. How's that for a setup?
Yep.
Whenever we get back from the break, our friend Josh Sushan joins us on the program.
Now that's exciting.
And we're going to talk about Isotopes baseball. It is 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle,
Marie Castillo. This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Thanks, Hot.
Welcome back to the program. 2 Men On is live at Rio Bravo Brewery. And live from Isotopes Park is my very good friend of the show, and voice of your Albuquerque Isotopes, Josh Sushan. Josh, welcome, brother. How are you?
I'm excellent. Good evening. Thank you for having me.
I like that. I like that a lot. New faces in Isotopes this week as the Rainiers travel to town. Only 2 matchups between these squads this year. This is the only one in Albuquerque. How many new names did you have to learn?
A lot. Yes, I'm still learning them. Yes. Yeah, this is it's about time that we're playing some new teams. You know, there's 10 teams in this league, which means you have 9 opponents, and we've only played 6 of those 9 going into today. We've played El Paso a lot and Oklahoma City a lot, and all the others a lot. So I'm excited to see some different people and pronounce some new names. I'm excited. This Tacoma team steals a lot of bases. They have stolen 179 bases. That is 46 more than the next highest team in AAA.
Goodness.
So I'm excited to say, there he goes.
Sush, who's stealing all these bases?
All of them. Everybody.
Okay.
Especially this guy named Cade Marlowe. Well, they have the top 4. The top 4 guys in the league in stolen bases all play for the Tacoma Rainiers.
Is this more of like a organizational thing, or they just got a bunch of fast dudes?
A little bit of everything. They got a bunch of fast dudes, and then they just picked up this guy named Duke Ellis.
Good name.
Duke Ellis doesn't sound like a very fast guy, but he has stolen 34 bases with other teams this year. So the team that already is stealing a whole bunch of bases just picked up a guy from the Mets who has 34 of his own and with other teams.
It seems that that's the type of guy you call up and like, well, I guess they don't really do that anymore, but I was like, call him up in September. Like, put him in a chance to help you win. It's like one of those dudes. But the way rosters are built now, there's probably another guy that already has that capability. Like, everyone's just so athletic now in baseball. Obviously,
I'm with you. I'm totally with you, Fred. And I know you're about to change topics,
No, you're
but
good.
I'm totally with you on. I wish teams would do this more in September, where they almost groom somebody and say, all right, you are just going to be a pinch runner for us in September and October. And so we are just going to like look for a moment in the game where your speed can help us win a game. And I think it's hard to do that for 5 months. But then once you expand the roster in September, I think the team should do this more often.
Speaking of roster expansion, we kind of got a little turnover on our roster. So for the friends of the show who might have lost track of the Topes for a couple weeks, who's the must-see TV? Who's the new guy who you're like, hey, get your eyes on this dude?
Well, let's kind of start with like what's happened to people, right? So say you have – so how about this? Pick a date, and I'm just going to flip to my scorebook, and we'll see who was on the team then and where they are now. So one of you guys pick a random date.
give me the first Tuesday in June.
First Tuesday in June.
So that'd be the
All right,
3rd.
First Tuesday.
June 3rd.
June 3rd. All right,
No,
so we're
4th.
going to go to
Sorry.
June 3rd. We're going to look to see who
June
the lineup
4th.
was on June 3rd and
June-
what's happened since then.
Sorry, that was a Monday,
okay,
June 4th.
Okay, Greg Jones. Wait, what? June 4th.
Yeah.
All right, so Greg Jones, okay, he's still with us.
He's fast.
Nolan Jones, he was on a rehab assignment. He's back in the majors. Coco Montez, well, he's in Japan now.
See ya.
Michael Tolia, he's
Arigato.
in the majors. Aaron Shunk, he's in the majors. Sam Hilliard, he's in the majors. And then Drew Romo, Grant Levine, and Julio Carreras are still with us. So 4 of the 9 are with us, and the other 5 are either in the majors or they're in Japan.
I mean, it's very different. You were very
It's
correct.
wildly different.
Do you think this new roster is the reason that the Isotopes were able to beat El Paso in another season series because that city and that baseball team is for losers?
I'm not sure how to answer that question other than to remind you that the Isotopes played El Paso in March, April, May, June, and July.
They played them 30
And
times.
That's 5 different months in which they played a series against them. And that is way too much. That should not happen. The schedule makers totally got that wrong. But based on what we just said in the 3 minutes ago, it was fairly different rosters every single time that they played one another. And like this past week, again, you had Sean Bouchard and Eloise Montero, who spent most of the year in the major leagues with the Rockies, who are back at AAA. So, so that's the thing. We keep playing these same teams, and that gets annoying to me. But a lot of times it's a different roster when you play them. But we're still playing El Paso way too much.
How do you? Oh, go ahead. How do you feel about the Houston Astros dropping their ticket prices to $5 a piece and selling hot dogs for $1 against the Marlins? Oh, how far the mighty have fallen in the city of Houston. And do you believe that Van Nunley should surrender his fandom or admit at least that he's always been fair weather and that the Stros are garbage?
Ooh, that was like
some levels there,
Sush. Question there.
Yeah.
In general, I always like it when people can come to a baseball game for less money than it normally costs.
Mm-hmm.
And if it allows families that look, it's really expensive to go to all sporting events, right? Whether it's college or professional, ticket prices are outrageous for sporting events, for concerts, for everything. So anytime that teams lower their prices, I don't care where the actual seat is. And anytime that teams make it like just easier for families who don't have a lot of money to go to games, I'm super excited about that. And I think that more teams should do that.
Do you think the price would be higher if the Miami Marlins would field a professional baseball team roster?
Well, I just like it when fans can come to a game no matter what they're
this one is real for me, though, because that part of the country right now is literally underwater a little bit, and it's a tough sitch. So if there is a really cheap alternative to, like, waiting for your power to come back on, like, let's go. Like,
sure.
good on the Astros for helping out with that.
Yeah, it's pretty. I feel pretty fortunate about the weather that we have had lately and what the forecast is for this week, right? When you look at the map of the entire country and the radar, and you go, that's scary. And then you look at our little area, and you're like, oh, all right, we're doing pretty good.
I saw a thing on the internet where individuals in the Houston area were looking on their Whataburger app to see which Whataburgers were open because they knew those neighborhoods had power.
Yeah, smart.
It's a weird way to look for that.
They were gonna go to Whataburger anyways. Might as well pick the ones with air conditioning on.
Josh, is
it cheaper to go to an Astros game or is it cheaper to go to Whataburger for dinner?
Well, you get $1 hot dog. I mean,
it's obviously the Minute Maid Park.
Yeah, it's the Astros. Now, what if they really up parking?
Yeah, parking quadruples.
It's all weird, suggestive angle. It is the best weekend of giveaways, Josh, that the Isotopes have all season this weekend against the Rainiers. That bobblehead, that lowrider bobblehead that on Saturday night, Josh, are you going to personally get one, and where in your house are you going to display it?
There is a long list of people who have asked for mine. And so, including people from Cumulus. So, and the visiting broadcaster from Tacoma.
Oh, he can have mine.
So I just hope that I still actually end up with it. But if I do, I keep all my Isotope swag items at the ballpark.
Mine's already on eBay. It's doing very well.
Oh, if people are coming to that, you better arrive early. Like, pretend like it's Houston and there's no power and you're just going to hang out at Isotopes Park. Because, there's going to be really long lines for that one.
Do you text the players that are textable from your phone whenever they make an all-star game? Do you give them attaboys?
Depends who they are, So we have 3 former Isotopes who are going to the All-Star game.
Good segue, Josh.
So Tyler Anderson, he was with us for 2 years, but really it was only like 5 times that he ever pitched for us. And so I'm pretty sure I still have his number on my phone, but I wouldn't for Tyler because he probably would be like, who dis?
Nice.
Jeff Hoffman, I probably should have texted Jeff because Hoffman was here a lot, like parts of 3 years. He's like among our all-time like innings and strikeouts and a whole bunch of different things. And I'm super pumped for Hoffman because, look, I mean, he got beat up in this league. He also had times that he dominated in this league. He was up and down a ton. I always got along with Jeff really well. I'm happy that he's found a home with the Phillies and in the bullpen. I'm pumped for him that he's going to the All-Star game. I probably should have said something to Hoff. And then Ryan McMahon, I also probably should have congratulated him because he was with us for 2 years and I got to know Ryan really well. And I've seen him a ton at like spring training and whenever I go to like Rockies games after our season ends. So So the super long answer is no, I have not, but I probably should have with 2 of those 3, and maybe I will at some point between now and Sunday.
When can we expect the next edition of Sush and Boosh on the pregame interview?
As in Sean Bouchard?
That is correct.
When do you want Sean Bouchard to be on the pregame show? Maybe that's the better answer to your question.
Is it that easy? We can just book it?
Well,
Tomorrow.
You can give me a suggestion.
Well, we've also suggested you interview us for the pregame show, but that hasn't happened yet.
Sure.
That's correct. Yeah, that's why it's called a suggestion.
I think it's going to continue.
So here's the thing: if we're talking during this 15-minute window, what's the point of then interviewing one of you guys in the next 15-minute window again?
Insight.
We like to party.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Well, tomorrow's a day game, so I'm probably not going to get Bouchard tomorrow, but maybe I'll shoot for him on Thursday to make you boys happy.
Hey, you know who'll be there tomorrow? Us.
Who's going to be there tomorrow?
Us.
It's a day game.
It's a
of
day
course
game,
we're going to
Josh.
be there.
Right on.
You know you could interview?
Sean Bouchard?
No, George. You make me so mad, dude. Here's what I want, Josh. I want a world where you understand the pull that you have in this game. And if you text former Isotopes, now current All-Stars, that they won't hit you with a who dis. Okay? Put some respect on your own name. That's where I'm at right
They're
now.
probably super sad that you didn't text them. Like, of all the people that said congratulations, like, they're sad that Sush didn't.
The next time I see both Jeff Hoffman and Ryan McMahon, it'll be a hearty hug. It won't be like one of these like shake hands and kind of go shoulder to side shoulder to side shoulder. It'll be like a real hug for both of them.
Josh,
I think you should.
It was only like 4 starts a long time ago.
I think you should text.
Josh, you just mentioned this hug thing, and it's funny you brought this up. So Josh is aware. So recently, my father passed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people have gone to hug me.
Yeah,
and I traditionally have not been a hugging man.
That's right.
But I'm gonna tell you this: I think I've turned the corner.
Are you now?
Wow!
I think I'm a hugger now.
All right.
So, Josh, if on Friday or tomorrow during the day game, you're interested in just barreling up during our pregame interview and getting a big old huggy boy, like I'm your guy.
So here's the thing. I thought that Fred was having a moment on the radio, and then I realized, no, he's just looking for a backdoor way to get on the pregame show. Good try, though.
Fair.
Have a good broadcast tonight, Josh.
Thank you. That's the goal. That's the plan. Hope I can succeed.
He's awesome. He's so sweet.
Good job, Sush.
We got through another one, Van.
How about that?
I'm surprised, too. Isaiah, you were very good at being composed when being so very wrong earlier. We're proud of you.
I told Josh to help me out with the cold water. I'm sure he forgot. He's got a lot of things on his
No,
mind.
he knows better.
Come on,
Friend of
dude.
the show, take your cold showers, do your research.
Do your own research from Isaiah.
Yeah,
Johnson.
do your own research.
It's the most Aaron Rodgers stuff.
BYOR.
Van, final words.
Too much time allowed, my friend. Anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
Good job, everyone. Keep breathing.
See you tomorrow, Burke.